So, ang topic natin ngayong araw is all about the review of related literature. So, ano nga ba ang literature review? A literature review is a written synthesis of the related reference materials used for the study such as journals, articles, books, and other documents. It allows the researcher to identify, trace, analyze, and study the current trends and issues that are related to the particular area of study. A good literature review doesn't just summarize sources, it also analyzes, synthesizes, and critically evaluates all presented information to give a clear picture of the state of knowledge on the subject. Here we present to you 5 key steps in writing a literature review. Number 1. Search for relevant literature. Look for literatures which are related to your research problems and questions. Ganito ang gawin mo bilang researcher. Gumawa ka ng listahan ng mga keywords na related doon sa research question mo. And then, maghanap ka ngayon at magbasa ka ng mga relevant at related na studies or literatures doon sa keyword na hinahanap mo. Once you find an article that is useful for your research, always check the bibliography. Kasi hindi mo alam, baka meron dyan na pwede mong gamitin doon din sa research mo. Number 2, evaluate and select sources. Siguraduhin mo na lahat ng sources na sinite mo o ginamit mo sa study mo are reliable and talaga nga naman nakapag-contribute doon sa major themes ng research mo. Pwede kang gumamit ng mga free citation generator upang makagawa ng tama at consistent na APA, MLA, or Chicago Manual style na referencing. Depende na yan kung ano yung pinapa-require sa'yo. Number 3, identify the themes, debates, and gaps of your study. Itong step na to ay pwede mong gawin by organizing all the literatures that you have cited at e-emphasize mo kung ano ba yung connection o relationship nila o pwede rin naman yung pagkakaiba doon sa study na ginagawa mo. Number 4, outline the structure of the literature review. Maraming approach ang pwede mong gawin para ma-organize yung body of your literature review, such as 1. Chronological. Ito yung simplest approach to trace the development of the topic over time. Number 2. Thematic. Organize the literature review into subsections that addresses different aspects of the topic. Number 3. Methodological. Ito ang gagawin mo dito, you are going to compare the results and conclusions that emerge from different approaches. And lastly, theoretical. Dito sa part na to, pwede mo i-combine yung mga various theoretical concepts or present a certain argumentation for the relevance of a specific theoretical approach to create a framework for your research. Number 5. Write a sound and logical literature review. Pwede kang gumamit nitong 3 components na consistent across most literature reviews. Una, introduction. Sa part na to, you are clearly identifying the overall state of knowledge and purpose of the literature review. Number 2, body of the review. Dito, i-divide mo yung body into subsections that address previous research on the topic. Pwede siya nakagroup according to theme, according to theoretical perspective, using methodological approach, or chronological development. And lastly, yung conclusion. Sa part na to, magpro-provide ka ng summary of key findings you have taken from the literature and i-emphasize mo yung significance nito sa study mo. Remember, do not just paraphrase other researchers. You can add your own interpretations and insights when possible. Also, discuss mo yung significance of the literature to the present research that you are doing. Ngayong na-discuss na natin ang 5 key steps in writing a literature review, alamin naman natin ano yung mga ethical standards in writing. Research ethics are standardized rules that guide the design and conduct of research. Following these guidelines ensures credibility, academic honesty, and integrity among researchers. Scientific misconduct might arise when ethical standards are not followed, such as Number 1, deception. Nangyayari ito when a researcher presents a false or incomplete information to the participants for the purpose of misleading the research subjects. Number 2, plagiarism. Ito yung paggamit mo ng idea, processes, results, or words ng ibang tao without giving them appropriate credit o citation. Next, fabrication of data. Ito yung nakapag-produce ka ng data without doing an actual experimentation. O pwede ring binago mo yung resulta ng experimentation para tumugma doon sa resulta na gusto mong lumabas. Number 4, falsification of data. Ito yung pagmamanipulate ng research materials, equipment, processes, data, and results that is not accurately presented in the research record. And lastly, non-publication of data. Ito yung pagtatanggal, pagbabawas, o hindi pagpapakita ng mga data na hindi sumusuporta doon sa research hypothesis mo. Ibig sabihin, pinipili mo lang kung ano yung resulta na gusto mong i-report o i-present. Kasi aminin man natin o hindi, may mga resulta talaga na hindi favorable doon sa gusto nating mangyari. Tandaan, a literature review is an interpretation of what has been published on a topic by qualified scholars and researchers. The purpose of the literature review is to provide foundation of knowledge on the topic and to assess the relationship of works in context of its contribution to the topic and to other works as well.